North, southeast, and southwest. Vivek's shrine is across the river to the southwest of Ebonheart. Almalexia's is to the southeast. The shrine to Sothasil is on an island north of the Argonian Quarter. Burn the flowers at each shrine. They're a rare variety of gold garnet called Roland's Tears, and are sacred to the three. I pray they hear you.
Traveller, how goes your survey of Zabamat? Have you found High Tide Hollow as yet? High Tide is the Ashlander name for an old cave. It's just crawling with beastmen, a perfectly excellent resource. You'll find it on the coast almost due west of here, beyond Vivek's Antlers. A resource for slave chattel, of course. Goblins take quite a lot of educating before they come around. It's worth it, though. They're a highly valued commodity. I once sold a whole tribe to a vizier in High Rock. Made a prince's ransom in coin. It's good to know there are travelers such as yourself out there, keeping the Ashlands safe from subhumanoids.
What?
I hope your arrival will prove a boon to Ebonheart. The residents are at each other's throats. Beyond, no one will work together. Each faction has a different reason. Which would you like to know about? I wish I knew their complaint. They refused to talk to us. I even went to speak with their quarters leader, Sashajar. She accused me of plotting to kill a tree, as if I cared about such things. Our people love fighting. It's our nature. We fight the land just to survive. Only the Dunmer's natural superiority allows us to flourish in this wasteland. Lately, our people have been demoralized. Even disciple Sildrus at the Tribunal Temple expects defeat. I wish I knew their complaint. They refused to talk to us.
Troll's blood, I was hoping you'd show up here. Kain blessed us with a victory at Ash Mountain, but we're still fighting those milk-drinking Covenant bastards. West of us, they've locked horns with Vivek's Antlers, and I've heard the rumors. A scout from the northwest border made it to the city, bloody and bruised. He said a force was marching on Fort Virak. If they take Virak, they're on the doorstep of Riften, up in Skyrim. Those dagger bastards. To Sovngarde with a lot of them.
Vivek, guide your steps, soldier. We're holding them. In some places, we're barely holding on, but we're holding them. But I wish I hadn't invoked the Brother of Strife. I do. I wish I hadn't been needed here. I should have aided the effort at Ash Mountain. The brothers depend on old magic from another time. They have no place in Stone Falls today.
Troll's blood, I was hoping you'd show up here. Cain blessed us with a victory at Ash Mountain, but we're still fighting those milk-drinking Covenant bastards. West of us, they've locked horns with Vivek's antlers, and I've heard rumors. A scout from the northwest border made it to the city, bloody and bruised. He said a force was marching on Fort Virak. If they take Virak, they're on the doorstep of Riften, up in Skyrim.
What?
Quality wares.
Another stranger swims into our wallow. I have no quarrel with you. We shall speak. But know that if you would help those trying to murder our Hist, I will speak with my teeth instead of my tongue. It's dying. It was never healthy. This isn't Black Marsh after all. So in the last few weeks, it's withered. We've learned that House Drez is poisoning it. It's not enough to have enslaved us for generations. Now they want to carve our hearts out. The best we can do is fertilize it. We're using mud crab meat wrapped in ashreed. Both are common around the quarter. We've also set guards around the tree to keep the Dunmer away. If you wish to aid us, gather the items I requested. Ash reeds grow in the tide pools in our quarter, and mud crabs thrive on the shores nearby. Gather some of each and present them at the roots of our Hist. Some of our people heard a dark elf talking to others of his kind. He asked if they'd seen the Dres rowing out to our hist tree. He saw jars of poison in the boat. That's not hard to believe. Ravel Urano. My people overheard him at the inn. He was drunk and talking too loud. No one spoke to him directly. It's never been wise for an Argonian to confront a Dark Elf. Especially lately. We're far from Black Marsh. No, but it's not difficult to believe, is it? The Dres think we're little more than animals. But the Pact freed us. What they can't enslave, they destroy. The Dres have always regarded Argonians as little more than savage children. We needed to be civilized, so they uplifted us by putting us to work as slaves on plantations and in mines. No more. Now we speak beside them in the council. Ravel Urano. My people overheard him at the inn. He was drunk and talking too loud. No one spoke to him directly. It's never been wise for an Argonian to confront a Dark Elf. Especially lately. We're far from Black Marsh.
Speak! All prayers are heard, not all are acknowledged. Every small cog drives a greater gear. Each is necessary, otherwise the whole collapses. When any cog shivers from the stresses on it, the master feels it, but the load he assigns it is no more than he knows it can bear. Wizard, mystic, master of the Clockwork City, an architect of time and a binder of oblivion, one who masters the tools that mastered others. Does this answer satisfy? Good. Seek. Learn. When you are prepared, find the master. He will be interested to hear your conclusions.
If you wish to aid us, gather the items I requested. Ash reeds grow in the tide pools in our quarter, and mud crabs thrive on the shores nearby. Gather...
I don't know if I can go on. I can feel the blessings upon you. It's a power I've not felt myself for many years. I see. I hadn't considered there might be threats more grave than the Covenant invasion. You would think, given all we know of the treachery of Cold Harbor, that I would see that. What of Sotha Seal? I am ashamed. The three have shown more faith in me than I have in them. I dread asking this, but what of Lord Vivek? Ha! Yes, I should have known. Vivek is the most subtle of the three. It's true, I've been counseling a Dunmer who questions his faith. He told me the Tribunal are losing their powers. Only indirectly. We see the three less every year. They no longer make their annual pilgrimage to Red Mountain on Vardenfell, and no one knows why. It all seemed so convincing when he said it. His name is Ravil Urano. He hasn't come to pray for days now. He was in such despair, I think he'd even stopped bathing. The last time I saw him, he smelled terrible, like fresh offal. What? Have I been a fool? I questioned my faith for the flimsiest of reasons and caused others to question theirs. I have much to do to correct my failure. I wish I knew why Ravil Urano's doubting words were so compelling. I fear I've done terrible harm to the morale of my people in Ebonheart. I'll do all I can to convince them to work with House Drez. They've been constant in their defense against the Covenant invaders.
Go with the Tribunal's blessing. In the name of the Lord, Mother, and Wizard.
Mother Morrowind, bless us and grant us long life. Doesn't seem like I'm getting much done here. Praise Vivek. Hold the Master of Morrowind before you as a shield. He will keep you safe in your darkest time. I've met Nords. I've preached to Nords. I still can't understand half the words that come out of their mouths. What in the mother's name is a Svitrol?
Sotha's seal lives always in the world mechanism. May he dwell there forevermore, as he reshapes Nirn and guards the Dunmer.
Grace of the Three be upon you.
Almalexia's blessing be upon you. Her grace will see us through the War of the Three Banners, even if we do have to bring the Nords and Argonians with us.
I acknowledge and love Sothasil, as befits one of the three. But truly, the wizard frightens me.
May the grace of the Mother, Lord, and Wizard.
Ho! What do you have there? We are allowing no one to approach the Hist, especially strangers claiming they wish to help us. We just caught a dark elf trying to poison the tree. Your words smell fair, but tasting is proof. Let me see what you have there. Yes, I erect the spine of apology. While you were away, we caught a dark elf defiling our Hist. Please, apply the fertilizer you've gathered to the base of our Hist. As long as I'm with you, the guards will let you through. One of our guards is escorting him to my lodge. He seems half mad. He was doing something to the tree, and apparently he is of House Drez. Spread the fertilizer over the roots of our Hist, as long as... Let this one through. Spread the fertilizer over... It is done. Meet me back at my lodge.
Well?
Ha! Now it's orange. Can you see it? You must see it.
It seems we have proof that the Drez are trying to murder our tree. While you were gathering mudcrab meat and reeds, the guards caught him trying to harm our Hist. We can't get anything out of him but his name and house. Seems the rumors were true. House Drez is trying to murder our Hist. He was scratching at the bark, licking our tree. When the guard shouted at him, he dropped an empty bottle. Now he's very ill. The truth is as plain as the face of Masser. You may do as you wish, but his mind is boiling. His words skitter like a mud crab in a pan. You will gather no moisture from this one. Speak to him if you wish. You might as well ask questions of the sea. Some of our people heard a dark elf talking to others of his kind. He asked if they'd seen the Drez rowing out to our Hist tree. He saw jars of poison in the boat. That's not hard to believe.
Worms! Worms in the ground. They swim through the earth like fish. They're everywhere. The lizards dance inside them. What did I do? What did it do to me? I see. I feel. I'm awake. I touched it. It smelled like flowers and black earth. It tasted like rain and summer wind and the deepest green. He said the tree's sap would be better than skooma. He was right. He said the Argonians might be angry. Do you think they're angry? To me, they always look angry. It's the teeth. He gave me the bottle, said it was for the tree. I thought it was skooma. I tasted it. It was bad. I fed it to a lizard. He didn't like it either. He died. The bottle broke. How can I fill it with sap? I never saw him before. I asked him for coin to get more skooma. He was a Dunmer. Someone called him Bravil? Weevil? Wabberjack? Ravil, that's it.
Ravel?
Triangles. They taste like silver, like water. I never knew.
I can't believe it. Ravel! Ravel Urano claimed he saw House Drez poison our history. Then he gave a bottle to this tree-licking waste of flesh. I smell worm scat. Someone has been playing us for fools, and I no longer believe it's House Drez. There will need to be an accounting with this Ravel.
Don't take my shoes. My toes might grow into the earth. Have our town's fortunes improved?
Troll's blood, I was hoping you'd show up here.
Vivek, guide your steps, soldier. We're holding them. In some places...
Well?
Have our town's fortunes improved? That's a great relief. Well done. The Covenant troops haven't left their encampment to the west, but it's only a matter of time before our inactivity encourages them. I don't know this, Mer. Why would he cause so much trouble? Perhaps he's an agent of Sheer Gorath. That's an unpleasant thought. The Daedra of Chaos is worse than any mere Covenant army. Can you aid me further? Ravil must have a house in town. I'd like you to find it and watch him. I'd like to see myself, but I'm sure he'll recognize me, so I'll need to cast a spell on you. Commoners would call it a scrying spell, but I'm beyond such crude hedge magic. It will enable me to see and hear what you do. Furthermore, I'll be able to speak to you. Search for Ravil's home. I expect it's on the west side of town. You should be able to hear me now. Find Ravil's house. I'll follow your progress through the spell I cast on you.
It's good to know there are travelers such as yourself out there, keeping the Ashlands safe from...
Friend, a moment of your time.
There he is. Let's follow him.
Get away from me, brigand.
There he is. Let's follow him.
Selling, buying, trading right here.
There he is. Let's follow him.
Hey, Ravel! No waffle today. The temple's forbidden all sales.
Quiet, fool. I paid you for your discretion, remember?
What rhymes with Kwama? Oh.
Look here. It's that fancy sword was in our camp. Hey, fancy man. Fallen on any swords lately?
March into the great houses.
Saying we shouldn't help the Dunmer? Huh. Like a Nord would ever turn down a fight.
The drunk one took your advice, Silvertongue. He now regrets it. For shame.
It was just idle talk, friend. I assure you, I had nothing to do with it.
He went into that shack. Wait for him to leave. He's out. That was fast. Try to get inside that shack. Communication spell. Let's see who Ravil called.
Ofer. What now, Ravil? So you're the meddler who undid all of Ravel's work. Such a waste of my time.
That woman wore a Covenant uniform. Ravil must be working for the enemy. Go to his house and see what you can find. I'll send my guards.
What are you doing here? You won't take me! Cornell gave me potions!
The guards heard fighting. I assume you found more inside than just evidence? Having him alive might have been useful, but having him dead is just as good. The ritual items in the shack on the docks and his belongings might tell us something more. I'll shed no tears over the death of that traitor Ravil. He caused us so much grief, and for what? A few gold coins from the Covenant. You're going to brave my wrath? I'll shed no tears over the death of that traitor Ravil. He caused us so...
You've done a fine job here.
I hope you're not bringing more trouble.
Honor to you and your house, traveler. Say, you look like a smart one. Any interest in a business arrangement? Stonefalls is under attack, and some of the finer things in life are suddenly precious. Certain goods can be very lucrative when paired with the right buyer. Take wine, for instance. Steal? Such an ugly word. Procure. I'd like you to procure a single precious bottle of white gold tower. A former war wizard has it now. Just replace her bottle with this identical bottle filled with cheap rotgut. We'll both profit. Just let me know what I can do to help. She used to serve in the Morrowind army as a war wizard. I think the explosions were too much for her. After she retired from service, she opened the Ebony Flask with Darvinil Sarvel. Not exactly, but then again, that's your side of this business, isn't it? My only advice is to talk to the Night Flowers at the inn. In their line of work, they learn all the best secrets. Just let me know what I can do to help. She used to serve in...
Finest merchandise around.
Took my last coin, the son of a Gua.
Get away from them!
Staying in Ebonheart long, Serio? I'm sure I could make your stay more pleasant. Lady Fidrossa. I don't care for her, actually, but the money here at the Ebony Flask is good. If it wasn't, Amula and I would have cleared out long ago. She's just too jumpy. They say the Agaviri War made her twitchy. She's easily startled by the strangest things, like lizards. Those lizards infesting the Argonian quarter drive her crazy. Staying in Ebonheart long, Serio? I'm sure I could make your stay more pleasant.
Bah! I'm so sick of mushrooms. I'd sunder Darvinil's head in front of his own mother for a slice of my Aunt Hill's horker pie.
Staying in Ebonheart long, Serio? I'm sure I could make your stay more pleasant.
May I get you a drink, my lord? Perhaps a tune on the lute? I've been told my fingers are quite gifted. I don't hate her, but there's no love lost between the Night Flowers and Fidrossa. She regards us a necessary evil. She doesn't even partake of our talents. Plus, she's incredibly jumpy. My guess is she's caught one too many fireball blasts in the war. She still hates loud noises. There's an alchemist next door who's constantly testing flash powder and sulfurs. If she hears so much as a pop, She jumps right out of her skin.
You take that back.
You'll have to wait your turn.
I have nothing to say to you. Begone!
I can't promise I'll remember any of this.
I'll apologize now.
Hurry to the Cloudy Dregs Inn. Our situation grows perilous, and Azura is anything but patient.
Just so you know, we don't serve Ashlanders here. Good with you?
Can I get you a room, Sirio?
Have we met? I don't remember.
Come, drink up. Forget your troubles.
Staying in Ebonheart long, Sirio?
Who wouldn't want such a cozy little home? You have a look about you. Some sort of quality that's rare to find. And trust me, I'm never wrong about these sort of things. Can I interest you in a room at the local inn? Actually, wait, that came out wrong. Look, empty rooms are just bad for business. The upkeep alone costs me more than the place is worth. But I think we can come to a sort of arrangement. And not the sort of arrangement that involves a few drinks. Let me be clear about that. I need someone to improve the reputation of my properties. A hero type who people look up to. And I have a feeling about you. You've done something great and are probably on the way to do something greater. Seems like we can help each other here.
Tamriel, and the heart was heard to shout, red diamond, the heart and soul of man.
Off with you, troll bait! You're ruining the show!
Diamond, protect us till the end. The laughing heart sprayed blood afar, a gout on Cyr it fell. And like a dart shot to its mark, down in an Ayleid well, magic effused the Lorcan blood to crystal red and strong.
Oh, I'm afraid you'll have to wait your turn, my lovely.
Red diamond, the heart and soul of men. Red diamond, protect us till the end.
Do you mind?
Oh, I'm afraid you'll have to wait your turn, my lovely.
Just let me know what I can do to help.
What's that smell? Did another stinking lizard get in here? Interested in a room?
War again. I had a... We don't serve Ashlanders here. The Dres have, suggested we shouldn't take their money. If bloody Darvinil sings that damn Cliff Racer song one more time... Interested in a room? I've got a nice one. If bloody Darvinil sings that damn Cliff Racer song one more time... War again. I had enough of that from the Akaviri. No more, thank you very much.
What's that distinctive bottle I see peeking from your pack? Masterfully done. Truly a procurement worthy of praise and reward. It's an honor and a privilege doing business with you, friend. Pleasure working with you. May Almalexia guide your steps and may Vivek guard your coin purse.
May I help you?
Your money is my business.
Things were easier for me before the Talvani decided to abscond with all their knowledge and goods. But no matter. Can I be of assistance?
Looking to shape some metal? I've got what you need.
Blessings of Almalexia on all who come to Ebonheart.
The three guide your steps. Need something for the road? Just a small donation.
Mother Almalexia teaches us that work is good for the soul. I believe her, but I wish that sleeping was good for the soul too.
Rats in the supplies.
I'm not harboring any wild beasts nearby, as I'm sure you can see.
Where did you get those clothes? They look like gifts from the web spinner herself.
By dawn and dusk. What?
Keep the ash from your eyes and your feet firmly planted. That's what I say.
This work never ends.
Spiders. Damn the gods, why is it always spiders? Oh, you're not who I thought you were. I'd clear out, stranger. Spiders in this cave. Lots and lots of spiders. I'll live. One of the spiders got a piece of me, and the venom's doing some strange... Wow, my blood tastes really green right now. Anyway, we had reports of goblins attacking the locals out here. They normally live in this filthy hole. Only dead ones. It's strange. The little bastards normally have their bugs on a short leash. Something's happened to them. I probably shouldn't go back in there. Will you look around inside? Find what I couldn't? Good. Good. I think I'll have a sit down out here. The wind seems very gooey, doesn't it? Very squishy. Oh, yes. I think so. Is it normal for your guts to move when you're standing still? Or your eyeballs to crawl up inside your head? Right, I'm fine. Fine. Oh, they managed to take some of their spiders and attack a hold here in Stonefalls. One of the only proud Nord households in the Ashlands. And it comes under attack from beasts. Bah! Ah, you're back. Sorry about earlier. I'm feeling better already. What news from the spider hole? Those crafty bastards. Use the beastmen's own bugs to drive them out of the caves. Then the beasties raise havoc with the civilians. Crafted milk-drinking sots they are. Good work. I'll be sure the General sees this. Any knowledge of enemy tactics is a good thing. Perhaps we can use their little trick against the Covenant, or get the goblins to attack their camps. I'll leave that to Holgun. Me? I don't ever want to see another spider again.
Goblins are merciless, stranger. They don't feel pity or remorse or fear. And they won't stop until they're killed.
Watch out, traveler. Trolls' bones, the goblins could be upon us any moment. I won't go down easy.
No one knows my pain. What hope is there?
Run! Goblins have overrun our
I've
fields!
never seen Hrogar so drawn down by sorrow. It pains me. I was a battlefield healer, supporting the warriors at the Akaviri front. Hrogar took a grievous wound from one of the Akaviri's monstrous beasts. As I cared for him, I fell in love with him. We've been together ever since.
These once fertile lands have been reduced to ash and dust. My fair Edwina must be ashamed of me. I am a poor protector. The goblins have slaughtered many of my men. Even my eldest son has been fed to the funeral pyre. Now my youngest son, Bjork, has gone missing. Trolls' blood! These vermin seem unstoppable. My middle son, Gar, is leading the search for Bjork west of the Hall. Go, speak to him. Help him find his missing brother and end this nightmare. Speak to my son, Gar, outside the manor house. Offer to help find Bjork. I couldn't bear to lose another son. I was wounded in battle during the Akaviri invasion of Stonefalls years ago. A sweet soul named Edwina nursed me back to health. Though her family disowned her, we were married a few years later. She has given much for our love. Many of these milk drinkers consider it heresy for a dark elf to marry one of another race, as if the three care who we love and live for. Despite the hatred, Edwina and I have stood strong. Our love and land has endured. Until now. Those beasts and their bugs lair in the mountains north of here. They scuttle along the coast, catching fish and squatting in caves. Then the Covenant soldiers came to Stonefalls. They used the caves along the coasts as supply drops for landing troops. They drove the goblins from their caves and killed their spider queens. Now the animals are searching for new lands. They're trying to take our home. I was wounded in battle during...
We'll all be reunited in Sovngarde, won't we? That's what I tell myself. My husband, Hrogar's eldest son, Hroding. I had to stand by his funeral pyre. These vermin, these goblins and their spiders. They only wish to take and kill and destroy. They don't care about wives, hopes, or dreams. Please, leave me be. We'll all be reunited in Sovngarde, won't we?
Shall I do?
Watch out, traveler. Trolls' bones, the goblins could be upon us any moment.
These goblins are merciless, stranger. They don't feel pity or remorse or fear. And they won't stop until they're killed. You want to help? Get out there and kill some of those stinking gobs. Bjork is nearby. I heard him call my name. If you can distract the gobs, I think I can get to him. Meet me here when you're done. Kill every goblin and spider you meet. If you can distract them, I can slip past and rescue Bjork. Meet me here when you're finished.
Watch out, traveler. Trolls' bones, the goblins could be upon us, eh?
That's
Your attack on those vermin was heroic. You made them regret the day they left their stinking dens. We're in trouble. Your diversion worked, and Gar went looking for his younger brother. That's the good news. The bad news is the goblins are gathering for a final attack on the hold. Quickly, get to Hrogar and warn him. We must warn the hold of the imminent goblin attack. Go warn Hrogar. I'll find Gar and Bjork and try to get them to safety.
You don't want trouble with me.
I've never seen Hrogar so drawn down by sorrow. It pains me.
What news of my sons? Has Bjork returned? Warriors, to me. Protect the hall and safeguard the innocents. Defend the hold! Defend the hall! Slay the goblins! Move! Kill them all! Their leader comes! Take him down! By Iskramor! We've won the day!
I've never seen Hrogar so drawn down by sorrow.
Gar was out searching for Bjorek when the goblins attacked the hall. Find my son, stranger, and find them alive. I was wounded in battle during the act.
Shaw's bones. You have to help. They're missing. We found Bjorek. We were escorting him home when we were ambushed. The goblins must have taken them both. The spiders encased their prey in cocoons. If Bjorek and Gar were taken, you'll probably find them trapped in one of those silken prisons. You'll find spider cocoons along the beach east of the manor house. Look there. Show no mercy to these craven goblins and their spider pets. Check the cocoons for signs of Bjorek or Gar. There are more spider cocoons near the beach east of the manor house.
Davon's watch would have been overrun if you hadn't been there.
The goblins have captured Gar. They took him into a cave near the beach.
got to kill the Goblin Warlord and the Spider Queen while we have the chance. Follow me! We're in the heart of the cave, friend. Now is the time to strike! What do you say? Think we're mighty enough to take on the Goblin Warlord and his Spider Queen? Crush the eggs! Crush them! That will draw out the ugly Spider Queen and her Goblin ally. Sovngarde awaits! We'll kill these beasts and send the Goblin horde to the pits! Ysgramor! Troll's blood! You've saved my life and the lives of my kind. I'll ask for your help one more time, if you'll let me. Troll's blood! You've saved my life and the lives of my kind. I'll ask for your help one more time, if you'll let me. I crave revenge. We must make the Goblin Warlord and his Spider Queen pay for what they've done. We've won the day. I'll meet you at the hall. Without your help, I'd never have defeated the Goblin Chief and his Spider Queen. I'm going to collect the Gob's head as a trophy for my father. Head back to the manor house and give my father the good news. I'll meet you when I'm done.
What?
No one knows my pain.
Oh, pitiful me.
You've saved Hrogar's hold. You have my thanks. Speak to Hrogar. He wants to reward your service, and you deserve it.
Without your help, I would have been food for baby spiders.
You've acquitted yourself honorably.
We'll all be reunited in Sovngarde, won't we?
The attacks are faltering. You've driven the goblins back. Shores, bones, traveler. Without your help, we'd be attending my son's funeral, instead of celebrating a victory over the goblins. I'll never forget how you helped to defend my hold. I was wounded in battle during the Akaviri invasion.
Father, I brought the head of the goblin warlord. You saved my life. I'll never...
My thirst for revenge has been slaked.
Without your help, I would have been food for baby spiders.
You saved my life. I'll never forget the debt I owe you.
I'll never forget how you helped to defend my home.
There's no end to war. Death begins to look good.
All hope seems lost.
Light it up!
I will avenge that day.
For Daggerfall! For
Pride of the
Daggerfall!
Lion.
Move to flank!
It's not the sharpest arrow in the quiver. We'll do this again tomorrow.
You look brave and wise. What is your name? That is a good name you have. So well named. Would you like to help me with a problem? Pashriha, my sister, she is crazy. Not long ago, we repelled a Covenant attack. She chased their leader to the northwest. Would you look for her? If you find her slain, could you drag her corpse back to town? You are kind. I don't think every sister tests her brother this way. But it has always been so with me and Pashriha. Our home taught us to survive. Everything in Black Marsh tries to eat us. When something bites us, we bite back harder. You are kind. I don't think every sister tests her brother this way.
This is taking longer than I'd planned. I'm so shaken. These Covenant soldiers are not lions. They are insects. My poor brother. He's a good elder, but he has many responsibilities. He cannot hunt insects like his sister. I will return to him soon. You offered to help my brother. Will you help me as well? I'm tracking the Covenant leader. He ran from my blade before it could feed on his flesh. But another danger looms over our town. A monstrous orc and a treacherous storm mage. We slaughtered their troops, but they were too powerful to take down. Mijapa is tracking them to the east. Look for him if you think you can defeat these champions. Kill them. Make the ash safe again. I must find that insect, the lieutenant. When I catch him, I'll pluck his wings and watch him dance on his back. Fort Varrock sent a small group of troops to help Lucio Uxith. They are good neighbors. The Covenant insects swarmed them before they reached town. We came across them while hunting for the lieutenant. Kill them. Make the ash safe again. I must find that insect, the lieutenant. When I catch him, I'll... Step quietly, traveler. There's a mountain of an orc nearby. Ah,
you've not seen him then. You should know a powerful mage fights at his side. Her spells make him incredibly powerful. In the ruins atop that bluff, follow this gorge to the east to reach him. If you are able to defeat the monster, I'll name you One Who Breaks Mountains. Follow the gorge to the east and climb to the ruins. Fight well.
Split up!
So I gave him some. It's poison to their kind.
You are kind. I don't think every sister tests her brother.
I seem to be making a lot of enemies lately.
We should throw dice for gold.
Mijapa mentioned that you fought a monstrous orc. Mijapa mentioned that you fought a monstrous orc. This news is good. I wish it broke through my gloom. Pashriha has yet to return. My scales should be thickened with dread by now, but they are not. Yes, she was seen recently. Pashriha is like a storm, unpredictable and violent. I fear one day she will break. Southwest of here. Could you try to find her again? She worries me, but I must see to the town's defense. Please, find my sister Landstrider. And if it is in your power, see that she returns alive.
Always the same, day after day.
What?
The One preserve us.
Mourn for me, or they'll suspect I'm alive. I'm lying still on the ground. Don't worry. I just tried to eat an eel that's too large. I must remain here a moment until I can stand again, but I fear the Covenant's leader may escape. You are kind, one who stands over me. Could you stab his corpse with my dagger, the Mota Fang? I feel bad that my failure has denied Mota her chance to feast on his flesh.
Go, kill the orc. When my digestion recovers, you will find me in Lukiel Uxith.
But we all need roots.
He hates everyone.
For the Covenant! High Rock and Hammerfell!
Split up!
He goes to the city just for the pickpockets.
I try not to be
Says it's the only
she's alive and at home, at least for now. And for now, that is all I can ask.
Has that insect been squashed? You have shown me I have much to learn. Mota Fang does not belong in my hands. I will train, so that someday these fingers will appreciate a similar blade. But Mota, she belongs to you now. Seven Bellies would be pleased if I crawled back into an egg. Then he could sit on it and protect me. His concern is not lost on me, but after I hatched, I'd still bite his tail.
My sister is home safe because of you. More than that, you douse the flame in her head. She will always have fire, but she will no longer burn. She will control it.
flank, now!
From the sides!
Circle around!
A sacrifice must be made at midnight.
I cannot complain, but that does not seem to stop me.
Tell that withered root to watch his back.
If I die, I'm taking those scaleless milk suckers with me.
Nothing is certain until it happens. As mud as my mother, I will avenge that day. Do we control the Daedra, or do they control us? Where is that half-witted reject of Sithis? Tell that withered root to watch his back.
The dry-skinned fool saw me taking Dong, so I gave him some. It's poison to their kind.
I submit to your will, Daedric Masters. A sacrifice must be made at midnight.
I always forgive my enemies, but I remember their names.
There's no end in sight.
If we do not end this war, it will end
He
us.
goes to the city for the pickpockets. He enjoys the attention.
A sacrifice must be made at midnight.
I must finish this.
Tell that withered root to watch his back.
Recite the incantation thrice, then kneel. I seem to be making a lot of enemies lately.
This is taking longer than I planned.
Zoop, what is that terrible smell?
Did you hear something?
At least I'm getting something done. Do we control the Daedra, or do they control us?
Gold may be the root of evil, but we all need roots. I submit to you.
Move to flank. Circle around. Summoning.
Go around!
This must be made at midnight.
From the side! To the side!
All of them! He killed them all! They're all dead! My unit was sent here because a stable boy made it to Ebonheart and reported a slave revolt. Oh, God! He butchered them! He killed his own soldiers! Olaf Stormwall, my commander. Something happened while I was away patrolling the road. When I came back to report, he was covered in blood. He was butchering Kalendi. He saw me and came at me. He's up the road. I need to get out of here. He's up the road. He could be coming this way.
Say something. Speak before I hack you apart. Good. It's not inside you. Listen to me. There's some horror making copies of people. It kills you, then makes a copy of your body for its own. But it's not a perfect copy. It can't mimic speech. I had to do it. They were changing. You think I'm mad? See for yourself. I was in the cellar of that stable. It leapt into one of my troops, and I trapped it down there. Go in and introduce yourself. I did. Look, I don't know how this thing works. All I know is it climbs inside people. It kills them and then creates a double. When you kill the double, it sheds the body and runs. If it needs a new place to hide, these burned corpses won't be it. Go on. Enter the stable cellar. Make friends with that... whatever it is.
Have you seen my husband? We got separated when those Khajiiti animals started rioting. This is all their fault. The hauntings, the destroyed crops, the ruin of a beautiful home. They're foul-smelling animals. I told Tyrell that catmen make poor slaves. And then there's that monster. They brought it here. Rashada summoned it. He's some kind of shaman. My husband broke up a ritual that Catman was performing a few nights ago. We punished everyone there and confiscated a totem from their makeshift altar. The creature's afraid of that totem. I saw the creature slip into one of our guards. He attacked me, so I panicked and hit him with the totem. He wailed and ran off. I should have kept that totem with me. In all the chaos, I left it in our bedroom. If you see Tyrell, tell him to meet me back at the house.
Well, what did you see? Speak, curse you! That's about what I figured. Run along, Pop. Go hide. I'll handle this. If the monster catches you, well, I'll have to kill a copy of your corpse.
There's something wrong with Tyrell. I'm afraid to go near him. No, I don't believe you. I know that's him. There's just something wrong with him. He hasn't said anything, hasn't moved. He's just watching. Don't hurt him. He's just frightened.
I heard Ruvali scream. She said you chased it down here. I took a swing at it, but it got away. She's upstairs crying over her husband's corpse. Go on up there. If her husband starts to move, kill him with fire. Do you need me to talk slower? Check the body of Ruvali's dead husband. Make sure it doesn't move. Over here!
We were going to expand the plantation. We wanted to trade the useless catmen for some strong Bretons and Redguards. I want nothing that belonged to that dirty catman Rashada. He brought that monster here. He must know a way to send it back. The catman's inside the barn in the center of the plantation. Maybe he stayed to watch his monster tear us apart. Wicked animal. Here, take the idol. I don't want it near me. He was so good to me. I can't believe he's really gone.
We're not going to survive this, are we? Fine. I don't care about dying. I just want to see that creature dead.
The There seems to be no end to woe.
You bring Rashada the idol of the hollow moon, yes? Moons guide you, stranger. Yes, Rashada's beautiful wife is most precious Jazadi. Their lashes stripped her fur to the bone. She died from their torture. That is why this one called Dromathra. Rashada regrets this. Trading hate only brings more suffering. If Rashada had many nights, he could explain. We integrate Tamriel's gods with our own so we can blend in. We also do this to amuse ourselves. But there are Khajiit spirits outside Tamriel's pantheon. Dark spirits. They are Dromathra. Use the idol on the dark spirits, then kill them to charge it. While you hold the idol, anything that possesses you will cease to be. This is how we stop the monster. This one must apologize to Rivali. Meet us in her home when the idol is charged.